Hello everyone and welcome back to STW Sports, and today I'm going to be reviewing the EFL weekend from September the 25th until September the 27th. As usual, there was some strange results around the EFL this weekend. I'm going to get straight into them anyway. So starting Friday night, we kicked off the Championship weekend with Huddersfield Town versus Nottingham Forest, and it was Huddersfield Town who picked up a very important win thanks to a goal from Fraser Campbell. Brilliant result for Huddersfield. They get their season off and running. As for Notts Forest, though, what has happened to Nottingham Forest in the last couple of months? Like, from literally looking at they were guaranteed in the playoff places to just falling apart. It's all going wrong. They've lost their opening 3 games. It's been an absolute disaster for them so far. Something's got to change there right now. But Huddersfield Town, though, huge win for them. A result they needed. They've looked quite poor so far this season. So, yeah, they get their first points on the board. As for Forest, it's a mystery what's going on there right now. And then we start with Saturday's games. Wycombe Wanderers 0, Swansea 2. It's been a very difficult start for Wycombe Wanderers. They really aren't looking up to standard at the moment. I think they're missing the crowd a little bit in these home games. The crowd would be right behind them at the moment, but still, they're not looking up to the quality at the moment. No goals, no points. Could be a long season for them. As for Swansea, no goals conceded, 7 points. Very good start for them. Playoff semi-finals last year. They'll be able to have another good season this time round. Watford v Luton Town, the first meeting since 2006, and it was Watford who picked up a 1-0 victory. Yeah, Vicarage Road, Watford got the 1-0 win. It was a goal from the 19-year-old on his debut, João Pedro, I believe, on his, not his debut, but his 19th birthday this game was as well. Yeah, first meeting since 2006. It's a massive shame the Luton fans didn't get to go to this game, because it would have been very good for them to experience an away match at Watford, something they've waited so long for. And something that just literally a couple of years ago would have sounded ludicrous, but yeah, it has happened. They lost the match 1-0, but yeah, Watford got a win. They've still not conceded a goal yet, Watford, and they're on 7 points, so it's been a good start for Watford overall, only scoring 2 goals themselves. Barnsley 0, Coventry City 0, in a game where both teams would have felt like this is a big missed opportunity. Two teams who would have looked at this fixture and gone, that's a game to get 3 points. None of them did. It was a dull goalless draw. Very unfortunate there. Preston North End 0, Stoke City 1. Yeah, Preston North End were reduced to 10 men in the 22nd minute, so that kind of killed the game from there, and Stoke City took advantage of that. A Lee Gregory goal gives Stoke, I believe, their first win over Preston since their return to the Championship in 2018. So yeah, very good win for Stoke. They get their season off and running as well, the first 3 points of the campaign. Derby County 0, Blackburn Rovers 4. Well, this one goes without saying, really. What a shock result this was. I mean, who saw this coming? Derby County have started the season badly, yes, but 4-0. As for Blackburn, what a start for them. 6 points on the board, 11 goals, I believe it is. I think it's 11 goals now in 3 games. What a start for Blackburn. As for Derby, just like Forest, a terrible start. What's going wrong with Derby at the moment? No one knows. It's really not been a good start for them. What a result, though, for Blackburn this was. No one saw this coming. Birmingham City 1, Rotherham 1. A game that looked destined to be 0-0 in the end was decided by 2 late penalties. Rotherham took the lead in the 87th minute, and then Birmingham pegged them back in the 90th. A disappointing draw for Birmingham, if anything. Rotherham, their away form last time in the Championship was very poor. I think you were disappointed if you're a Birmingham City fan not to win this match, but still, a 1-1 draw was a fair result in the end in this one. Millwall 1, Brentford 1. Yeah, 2 of the Championship favourites played out a 1-1 draw, both goals coming in the opening 21 minutes. It wasn't really the best game overall, but still, both teams will probably take a draw in the grand scheme of things. They'll have easier games this season, but still. Yeah, I mean, yeah, decent result for both, I'd say, overall. Cardiff City 1, Reading 2. What on earth is happening at Reading so far this season? Pretty much, arguably the favourites to go down just a couple of weeks ago. And now they've taken 9 points from a possible 9. What a start it's been for Reading. I mean, who saw this coming? Absolutely brilliant. A 2-1 win. As for Cardiff, their second straight home defeat. They lost to Sheffield Wednesday on the opening day. Wow, Reading really have made a great start. No one would have saw this coming. 9 points, joint top of the league. Wow. QPR 1, Middlesbrough 1. Yeah, a game that was quite hard to predict, but a 1-1 draw probably was fair in this match, I'd say. Tube Ratpom scored on his Middlesbrough debut, which was more than welcome for the Borough fans. And yeah, as for QPR, I mean, wasn't really a lot to it. They just equalised, and that was kind of the game. Both the goals came in the opening half an hour, so Not really a lot happened after that, but still, a draw was probably fair in this match. This match kind of had a draw written all over it, to be honest. And then on to Sunday the 27th of September, Bristol City beat Sheffield Wednesday 2-0 to go top of the league. Yeah, Bristol City, I think big things can happen there this year. They're looking very positive at the moment, so I wouldn't put it past Bristol City to come up, to be honest with you. They're looking very good in the early stages of the season. A great 2-0 win against Sheffield Wednesday. Top on goal difference. What a start for Bristol City. Very much team I tips do very well this year. As for Sheffield Wednesday, any loss to take at the moment doesn't look good due to their points deduction. That was proven once again here. And then a clash of a game that was a Premier League game last year, Bournemouth versus Norwich City. And Bournemouth picked up a 1-0 win thanks to a good strike from Dan Juma. Yeah, I mean, separate the two teams in the end. I mean, Norwich City were never really in this game. They were quite poor, to be honest. It's not been the brightest start from Norwich. Yeah, they sit on 4 points. It's not a disaster, but, I mean, they've not made the brightest start overall. I think Bournemouth, 7 points out of 9, Bournemouth fans would have certainly taken that at the start of the season. So, yeah, bright start for Bournemouth, but not a good one for Norwich. This result kind of, made that happen as well. So, yeah, big win for Bournemouth, though, picking up a win against a team who got relegated with them last year. Good result for them. And, yep, so, game of the weekend, I'm going to go for Derby County 0, Blackburn Rovers 4, just because of the pure shock factor of it. It's not like no one thought they would have won this game at Blackburn, but to win 4-0, I mean, that certainly was a shock. And the result of the weekend, of course, Derby 0, Blackburn Rovers 4, obviously, because that was, again, it was a shock for them to win by that many. And top scorer, I'm going to go with, top scorer is Adam Armstrong. I'm not going to go with Adam Armstrong, am I? It is Adam Armstrong on 5 goals in 3 games. What a start to the season for him. A big part of why Blackburn Rovers' form has been so good is the form of Adam Armstrong. Blackburn Rovers looking serious threats at the moment under Tony Mowbray. Wow. So on to League One. All the games are on Saturday the 26th of September. Starting off with Fleetwood Town 0, AFC Wimbledon 1. Yeah, I mean, disappointing start for Fleetwood continues. What's going on there at the moment? Very, very disappointing start, and AFC Wimbledon pick up a very good win indeed. But yeah, not what you want if you're a Fleetwood fan, though. Another home defeat for them. Crewe Alexandra 0, Crewe Alexandra 2, MK Dons 0, I should say. Yeah, 2 goals in 20 minutes give Crewe their first win of the season back in League One. A very welcome victory for Crewe. MK Dons' woes continue, but yeah, great result though for Crewe. Plymouth Argyle 1, Shrewsbury 1. Yeah, this game wasn't really a lot to say, just a stalemate between the two teams really. I mean, a 1-1 draw was kind of a fair result in the end in this one, to be honest. Gillingham Town 2, Blackpool 0. Yeah, Blackpool have had a bit of an iffy start. A team who were tipped to do very well this season. Hasn't quite happened yet, though. A 2-0 loss here to Gillingham. Blackpool have lost both their away games now. So, yeah, good result there for Gillingham. Beat Wigan last week, and now they've picked up a victory over Blackpool. Good start for them overall. They'll certainly have taken 6 points out of 9. That's exactly what they've got. Swindon Town 4, Burton Albion 2. Yeah, this was a very good performance and win for Swindon Town. Just got promoted last season, of course. Yeah, very good result. They've played really well in this match, really. Some good football as well. A 4-2 victory, and yeah, I mean, impressive start continues for them. And Burton Albion, not a good day at the office for them, but still impressive for Swindon. They could be one to watch this season, Swindon, looking at their early season form. Very impressed so far. Ipswich Town 2, Rochdale 0. Ipswich Town, I've tipped them to win the league, and they've made a very good start. 9 points out of 9, no goals conceded. What a start for Ipswich it's been. I mean, relegation favourites Rochdale they beat here is to include, but still. Good start though for Ipswich. They should be very happy with their early season form. Very impressive. Northampton Town 0, Hull City 2. Well, I thought Hull City might struggle a bit at the start of the season, but I think I might be wrong at this rate. Hull City have made a very good start. Three games, 3 wins. Hull City, wow, they've certainly had a bit of a resurgence over the summer, and that resurgence is coming off for them at the moment. Impressive victory here. And still, Hull City roll on after their disastrous relegation from the Championship, looking strong in the early going in League One. Doncaster Rovers 4, Bristol Rovers 1. Yeah, Doncaster Rovers, what a start for them. Not for Bristol Rovers, though. Bottom of the league early on in the season. Poor start for Bristol Rovers. But yeah, I mean, bad start all round for Bristol. Good start for Doncaster, a 3-1 win at Charlton last week. Now still add to it a 4-1 win this week. What a start for them. Accrington Stanley 1, Oxford United 4. Yeah, Oxford United might have just gotten over that little heartbreak period of failing to get promoted last season. Oxford all of a sudden will come out 4-1 winners away at Accrington. Yeah, Accrington were reduced to 10 men, but still, Good result for Oxford. Their first win of the season, get their season off and running. A much needed win as well to take them forward. Sunderland 1, Peterborough 0. Another team I've tipped to do well this season is Sunderland, and they've made a very good start as well. 7 points out of 9. All they need to do, Sunderland, is to convert these draws into victories. And yeah, a 1-0 win here. Good result over Peterborough, a team who were tipped to do well. Grant Ledbetter in the last 10 minutes. The issue with Sunderland the last couple of years has been far too many draws at home, and this one they converted into a 1-0 win, very importantly. Good start for Sunderland though, 7 points out of 10, no complaints there if you're a Sunderland fan. Portsmouth 1, Wigan Athletic 2. Yeah, an early season, kind of like a bit of a crunch game of Portsmouth, and they've lost. They scored their first goal of the season, but they failed to record their first points of this, well, their first win of the season. 2 points, both 0-0 draws. It's been a poor start though. Good result for Wigan though. They've made a pretty positive start. Defeat last week to Gillingham, but 6 points out of 9. It's been a positive start for Wigan overall. Sorry, and yeah, they certainly take pride in this win as well. But Portsmouth, slow starters last year, slow starters this year as well. On 27th of September, Lincoln City versus Charlton Athletic. Lincoln City picked up a 2-0 victory. This result was kind of a surprise, but kind of not. Lincoln City have started the season very brightly indeed. Okay, they lost 7-2 to Liverpool in the Cup, but still, that's Liverpool. This is League One. Lincoln City have taken 9 points out of 9. If you had said that at the beginning of the season, I had Lincoln to be kind of a surprise package this year, but not this good. Very good so far. A 2-0 win over Charlton. Charlton aren't looking good at the moment. Their season is slowly, I know it's only 3 games in, but slowly starting to look like the issues are getting on top of them on the field as well. But yeah, good result there for Lincoln. 2-0, great start for them. 9 points out of 9. What a start. Game of the weekend, Swindon Town 4, Burton Albion 2. What a performance from Swindon. A very entertaining game as well. Result of the weekend, I'm going to go Lincoln 2, Charlton 0. Just because I think it's a big result for Lincoln for their season. The confidence this will give them is big, so I'm going to say this one. And the top scorer in that league is Matthew Gomez on 3 goals for Doncaster. Yeah, pretty solid start for him. Moving on to League 2, of course, worth noting in League 2, 2 games were called off this weekend. Grimsby and Leyton Orient's matches due to players coming down with COVID-19. So there was only 10 games in League 2. So starting off with Southend 1, Morecambe 2. This is a game that, even though it's this early in the season, felt like pretty much like a relegation battle game. And Southend made a great start, scored an own goal in the opening 5 minutes from Morecambe, but it didn't last though. I'm very sorry to say, Morecambe won the match 2-1. Morecambe have made a very good start to the season actually, but Southend, their problems are just continuing. 3 defeats out of 3. It's not looking good if you're Southend right now, not at all. Bad start for them. Mansfield Town 1, Exeter 2. Yeah, this game as well, Exeter City came from behind to win. An important win for Exeter, really. They haven't made the best start. So this was they've made an alright start now, but yeah, it wouldn't have looked good if they didn't win this match. But a good result for Exeter, though. They came from 1 down to win 2-1. Always good away from home to do that. But Barrow 1, Colchester 1. Yeah, Barrow still yet to win a game, but a 1-1 draw. Not the worst result, really, at going to Colchester. A Colchester team who have started well. Really. So, I mean, they'll probably take a 1-1 draw overall at home to them. They still need to get that off the mark, though, Barrow. That first win will be very important when it comes. But yeah, 3 games in, no wins yet, but still not a disastrous start, though. Bolton Wanderers 0, Newport County 2. Oh, I'm getting sad reporting on Bolton games now. I feel sorry for Bolton Wanderers. I grew up with Bolton being a very good team, in the mid-table Premier League team. I seen them play in Europe in 2005, and what's happening at that club is very sad indeed. It's not going good right now. Tristan Abraham's double for Newport. Great start for Newport, though. Take nothing away from them. But what a terrible start it's been for Bolton. No points, no goals. Wow, terrible. Relegation zone. They could be in the Football League if they're not careful right now. Terrible start. Cambridge United 0, Tranmere Rovers 0. Yeah, Tranmere's dodgy start goes on. I had Tranmere to win League 2. It's not looking good at the moment, that. But yeah, Tranmere, though, good start for them. Bad start for them, I should say. This game was a stalemate. Not much happened. Goalless, uneventful draw. But Cambridge did hammer a team last week. So, you know, it was pretty good for Tranmere to get a 0-0, I guess, in the end. Salford City 0, Forest Green 0. There was 37 shots in this match. 37 and no goals. So, bit of an off day for the forwards, maybe. Probably, yeah. I mean, it wasn't a bad game, but a 0-0 draw. 37 shots overall. Yeah, goalless. Port Vale 0, Harrogate Town 0. Yeah, this is the third 0-0 in a row I've mentioned now. I'm starting to get quite bored of it. But yeah, no, these are the only 0-0s, and was a few bad games here and there. And yeah, Harrogate Town remain unbeaten with a good draw at Vale. Let's be Harrogate Town fans would 100% have taken this draw away at Port Vale. Good result really for Harrogate. Certainly won't complain at this. A point's a point, and for Harrogate it's a gutsy point as well. They grinded it out, and yeah, a good draw, goalless away. Yeah, I think this is a good draw for Harrogate if anything. Bradford City 2, Stevenage 1. Yep, this is Bradford City's first win of the season, a 2-1 victory thanks to a Lee Novak double. First win of the season. Stevenage got a good win last week, but they were brought back down to earth here with a 2-1 defeat at Bradford. But yeah, good win for Bradford, coming from behind as well. Maybe just the win to elevate Bradford's season forward. And Oldham Athletic 2, Crawley Town 3. Yeah, I mean, not a bad game at all, to be honest. But Oldham have now lost 3 out of 3, so not a good result for them. Yeah, I mean, Crawley picked up a big win here, though. Good result for Crawley, but still, quite an entertaining game, really, actually. Game of the weekend, I'm going to go Oldham 2, Crawley 3. This was quite a good game, actually, of football, like I said. It was a pretty entertaining game. Result of the weekend, I'm going to go Vale 0, Harrogate Town 0. I very rarely, if ever, give result of the weekend draws, but I think this draw for Harrogate is very good for their confidence. A 0-0 draw, I think Harrogate Town fans would have 100% taken this. And the top scorer in League 2 right now is Ian Henderson with 4 goals. Salford, he did fire blanks this weekend, though, as the result ended 0-0 at home to Forest Green, but still, good start for him, though. And yeah, that is the video for the EFL reviews in the 2020-2021, September 25th till September 27th. 3 games into the season. EFL's always interesting, of course. It's shaping up to be even more interesting, by the week. It always is. The longer the season goes on, the more better it gets. Every league is so hard to call at the moment. Teams have made good starts that you'd never have expected, like Lincoln and Reading. And obviously teams have made bad starts as well, like Bolton and Notts Forest and Derby. But still, I mean, the EFL's only going to get better as it goes along. An entertaining weekend this week. Let's hope all games are back on with coronavirus, due to the coronavirus the following week, but still. But yeah, that is my wrap for the EFL review, September 25th, 27th. If you disagreed with anything I said, please let me know in the comments below. Probably a lot, I'm sorry. But yeah, thank you for watching anyway, people. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. So trying to hit 50, my first little milestone. I know 50 subs isn't a lot, but it's a start. So if two more of you could subscribe, that would be very highly appreciated. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.